King Frederick! Hail Prussia!
Hail Prussia!
Hail Prussia!
Look, here he comes! Look, they're coming now!
Oh,
Hail King Frederick, King of Prussia! Hail King
Just look at them, Christoph.
Hail Prussia!
Not 3 months past, these same men pledged themselves to Saxony's elector with an oath to fight the Prussians to the death. And today, they praise Prussia with equal zeal, casting aside their vows as if honour were but a garment to be changed at will.
Not surprising, Master. What kind of loyalty can one expect from those amoral bureaucrats?
Come, Christoph, away from this miserable spectacle. We have work to do, and I'd better get you up to speed.
You needn't worry, Master. Though it is a heavy task to fill even a corner of your role, I shall devote myself wholly to ensuring that your work is carried out with the utmost diligence.
I know that you won't fail me, Christoph, and that I can leave for Berlin with not a shadow of concern.
Please give my regards to your son Emmanuel.
I will.
Tell me, Emmanuel, is it true what they say about your father? That he is some sort of wizard with counterpoint? That he can twist even the most convoluted theme into a perfect fugue?
Your Majesty, I can assure you my father's skills are unparalleled. In Leipzig, they call him the master of all harmony. There is no theme too intricate nor melody too meager for him to weave into the richest fabric of music.
Leipzig may call him a master, but I have little patience for those archaic entanglements of notes. Counterpoint. It reeks of dusty churches and cloistered minds, does it not? Music should charm, not lecture.
Your Majesty, I understand your preference for clarity and grace, yet my father would argue that even in complexity lies beauty. His art, while ancient to some, carries the weight of timeless truth.
Timeless, you say? We shall see. Write to your father at once. Summon him here to Potsdam. I'm eager to meet this so-called master and put his art to the test myself.
Father, it is good to see you again, though I wish the circumstances were different.
As do I, my son. But the king has summoned me, and I must obey. Is all well here in Potsdam?
It is well enough. You must be prepared, though, Father. Frederick is not like other kings. He is young, full of pride, and eager to prove himself, especially through his music.
I've heard as much. He seems to believe that I'm a relic of the past, trapped in the webs of counterpoint.
Father, listen to me. His court will be full of noble men and women, all eager to see you fail, to see if you truly possess what is being claimed. The king's pride is a sharp blade, and he will wield it against you. This is not a concert, it is a trap.
Then so be it. The truth of music will outlive the passing whims of kings.
Mesdames et Messieurs, old Bach is here.
Your Majesty, I'm but your humble servant.
Master Bach, I trust Leipzig has treated you well in your many years there?
Your Majesty, Leipzig's been kind to me, though my work is not for accolades, only for the service of God and truth.
Yes, quite noble, I'm sure. But let's speak of other things. Things more fitting for a man of your renown. I have a collection of instruments that I'm sure will interest you. I do wonder, Master Bach, do you have such marvels of the modern age in Leipzig? Instruments such as these would surely be a delight to your composition.
Your Majesty, I am indeed familiar with these excellent instruments, but the true voice lies in the music, not in the instrument.
Well then, let's see if you can match your reputation. I've heard tales that you can improvise the perfect fugue on any theme, no matter how difficult. Is this true?
Your Majesty, it's an art that can be learned.
It can be learned? Very well. Let us see if your skills are as great as they say. I shall give you a theme of my own composition to work with.
That is a fine theme, Your Majesty.
Go on then. Play us a three-voiced fugue with it. Well, well. Impressive. I did not imagine such a transformation. It seems you have exceeded our expectations, Master. But now, let us see just how far your talents stretch. I ask you to improvise a six-voiced fugue on this same theme. Can you do that, Master Bach?
Your Majesty, I must confess that a six-voiced fugue would not do your theme justice. The theme itself is quite complex, and adding more voices would risk distorting its character. However, I would be honored to compose a six-voiced fugue on it in a day or two, should you wish for it. In the meantime, perhaps I might entertain you with something more fitting for the moment, like a fugue on the organ.
My dear Baron von Swieten, many, many years ago, Bach, the old cantor from Leipzig, came to my court. He was just an ordinary man, and yet he possessed the unlikely skill of being able to improvise a perfect fugue on any given theme. The extraordinary thing was, he said that it was an art that could be learnt. Such feigned modesty. Meeting him was the most profound and richest experience of my life.